I don't know. I think I got schooled yesterday. I mean, I'm not teaching anything. You are teaching me. What are we going to call this? Well, first of all, you taught me yesterday that G-shock is not just a noun. It's a verb. I'd like to teach the world of G-shock. That's the title of today's presentation. I don't own a G-shock right now. I've had a few over the years. Can I tell you guys why I don't own a G-shock? I like them, but I've never mastered the modules. When I'm on a mechanical keyboard, I'm on Windows, I've mastered, the shortcuts. I know how to navigate through Windows. I used to know how to navigate on the Apple OS system. I'm not sure. Sometimes when I'm with a G-shock, I get a little anxious, like I'm going to go down the rabbit hole, I'm going to press the wrong button, I'm going to be in Bolivia time or something, world time, timekeeping time. I need to figure out the modes. I need to get schooled on mastering the modules. There's different modules. I've been looking at the Frogman modules, and I want to get into that. But that's beside the point. This video is really not about me. It's about you. You know what I learned yesterday? I was moved when I made this video. All I asked was a question: should your G-shock watches count toward your watch collection? And man, I got schooled. I had no idea. Look, man, I've been talking about watches for 20 years. I've been addicted and obsessed with watches for 20 years. I never saw so much ferocious energy and loyalty about a time instrument as G-shock. Never. I mean, I've talked about Seiko SLA divers and Grand Seikos and other brands, luxury timepieces. I've had a Tudor. The energy, the vibe, the mood, the ferocity, the brand loyalty, completely different level with G-shock. And I mean, honestly, I was woefully ignorant about that honesty. And I'll tell you what, you guys came from all over, every possible job. I had dairy farmers, truck drivers, motorcycle drivers, cops, military, math nerds. I had hipsters, Uber drivers, grandpas, grandsons. I had nostalgia seekers. I had engineers, professors. I had all walks of life, man. I had all walks of life, and I almost had like this hallelujah moment where I was back in 1972 as a kid, 10 years old. There's this Coca-Cola commercial. All these people from all over the world are on this sunny mountaintop, and they're all singing, Coke is the real thing. I'd like to teach the world to sing. And I think you were teaching the world how to G-shock. I mean, G-shock, you taught me, is not just a noun, it's a verb. I'm G-shocking today. So what you guys taught me is that G-shock is a way of life, it's an attitude, it's a daily routine, and it's an identity. And you schooled me on that. I feel kind of FOMO. I'm not part of that energy. Maybe I better learn how to use those modules. Now, having said all that stuff, I want to say that you guys would be great G-shock reps. You guys should be selling G-shocks. You guys are international ambassadors for G-shock. But I will say you guys gave me certain principles, certain parameters about the G-shock. I just want to share some of those with you. Price. When you get into the real mood, the real authenticity of a G-shock experience, the price, this is just my impression from reading your comments, the price should be about $50 to $400. Stay away from the bling. There's bling versions. That's a fashion lifestyle thing. I wasn't getting that vibe from you guys. I was getting more utilitarian, tool. I'm going to survive on an island. I'm going to go into the rugged woods. I wasn't getting bling vibe from you guys. Maybe there's a bling vibe subcategory, wearing the $4,000, $3,000 MRG G-shock out there, but I wasn't getting that from you guys. I was getting more of I'm wearing my trusty 5,000 square. The 5,000 square seemed to be the gold standard. You know, this watch, it's about $290, made with steel and really good parts. Forgive me, and you guys are really upset with me for not being gravitating toward the squares. You guys love the squares, and you love the digital readout more than the hands. If you're going to get a hand watch, you get something more like this, the SLA 055. Random Rob was quoted in your comments. Random Rob says G-Shock doesn't count toward your watch collection. By the way, Carlos has a couple G-Shocks. I contacted him yesterday. He says they do not count toward his collection. So he has a couple G-Shocks, and those are pretty much the guidelines you guys gave me. Now, having said that, I like to read some representative. There's no way I can read all the comments. I'd like to read some representative comments here. But there's no way I could. I mean, I've never had such passion in comments. So here is Timothy Foley says G-Shocks are blue-collar work. They are bus drivers. That's me. Cassio Oaks are even more so with bus drivers, so he's part of a bus driver community. They're dairy farmers, and by the way, I got a dairy farmer who wrote to me. Their G-Shocks are math guys, tech friends, tech fiends, hipsters, bicycle riders, hoverboard, e-bike riders. So he was really explaining to me the diversity of the G-Shocks, kind of like the Everyman watch. Kind of brings us together in this polarized society. Look at this here. I got the roots of the G-Shock are in calculators. As we got Victor Delta. Casio started as a calculator company and cares nothing about Swiss heritage and the art of horology. In my opinion, they're making the absolute best tool watches on the market, but they have no heritage, and they're made from resin. Ooh, resin. We know on some level they are just awesome, but can't quite let go that they are not jewelry. They're not following the script. They made their own, and he wants me to buy a Frogman. I would love to have a Frogman. I just want to learn how to master those modules, because if I have that Frogman, I love the way it looks. I won't enjoy it unless I'm confident in the way I navigate those modules. I don't want to just have it and then not know. I mean, it's got all this functionality. I want to know how to use it. And so I've been looking at the manual online. But to me, if you're going to have a G-Shock, you got to know how to use the functionality with confidence to really experience it and enjoy it. And that's something I have to look at. I don't want to go to Watch City and have Rafi set it for me every daylight savings time. He says that's when he gets all his customers. Daylight savings. People come with their G-Shocks, they don't know how to set them. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to do it. All right. I'll tell you what. Random Rob got quoted by your comments. G-Shocks don't count. Sage words uttered by Random Rob. According to Eric. Eric B. 8888. Look at this. Just this. You know what? The G-Shock, from reading your comments, it's more of a companion. It's a trusty companion. Oh man, here's a VT3194. I own them because they're reliable. They're precise, die-hard, no-brainers. If I had to survive on an island, I'd take my G-Shock Square with me. Probably the 5000. Maybe the 5610, I don't know. Unlike my, quote, real watches, G-Shock is not a piece of fragile craftsmanship to love and admire. It is a tool you rely on like tap water. I love it. Heat and electricity. I'm not in love with my water or heat supply, but I need both and rely on them as I do with the G-Shock. I love that comment. It's a utility. Tap water, heat, electricity. This is not about love. This is about my lifestyle. This is about who I am, what I do. I love it, man. You got to be kidding. He says, he goes on to say, my other watches, weight tucked into their boxes. until the crisis is over. What are you, a prepper? Wow, the G-Shock stays on my wrist. Man, I'm going to wear a G-Shock because I live out a Cormac McCarthy novel, living some post-apocalypse. When everything is fine, I use my radio-controlled G-Shock mostly for adjusting time in my mechanical watches. Wow, it's the standard setter. Ooh. And I do my rotation mostly without a G-Shock, but I still need to have it close just in case. Just in case. Doesn't have it to wear, uses it to set the time on his mechanicals, but has it just in case. Reminds me, I just renewed my passport. Just in case. In case I go somewhere. That's funny, man. Man, these comments are killing me, man. You guys love G-Shock. Man, it makes me feel like I'm... Oh, you want to talk about G-Shock love? Look at this. This is insane. The dime piece timepiece. He got the gold standard. He got the square 5000. Look what he says here. Okay, you ready for this? I went from daily wearing my Planet Ocean 2500 to the steel G-Shock GMW B5001. Wow, what a change, man. You went from an Omega Planet Ocean 2500 to a G-Shock 5000. I mean, that's like a Paul at Damascus conversion or something. I don't know, man. Original and iconic square case in steel with a higher contrast, LCD, screw-in case, back 200 millimeters, solar, atomic, 4 times a day, radio sync. Technically, it's a diver on a rubber strap, which checks out for you, McMahon. Oh, man, you want to talk about G-Shock glove? We're not done. Excuse me, let me have a beverage. I'm getting too excited. Look at this. DFSA 635. Look at this. If my watches are a family, the G-Shock is the family dog. Wow. Oh my God. Beloved, loyal, reliable, very often the center of attention, but it doesn't even get its own bedroom. Dude, I have never had people who love their Seikos or Rolexes or Omegas or Grand Seikos talk about their watches like this. We're talking about the family dog, the family companion, the center of attention, selfless, doesn't even get its own bedroom, always there, loyal. I mean, G-Shock is a vibe. It's a mood. And I'm not part of it. I'm feeling some FOMO. I can't be part of this, though, until I master the modules. That'd be a great video, mastering the modules. I'll have to wear some sort of sorcerer's cape. I don't know. It goes on. By the way, I'm only reading a small fraction. This is the historical inspiration of the G-Shock. This is Datification 3. The origin story of the G-Shock, where a young Kikuo Ibe dropped his beloved watch and it broke. Humpty Dumpty, man. But his love for it made him want one that could withstand that fall. God, it seems like a Aesop's fable or some kind of fairy tale. Giving life to such an incredible timepiece and tool is an endlessly inspirational for me. The fact that it was my first unattainable grail as a kid, so we have the nostalgia factor, who couldn't afford it, makes me now feel decades younger when I put on my Frogman or my orange NASA Square or my daily 5610. I mean, you want to talk about G-Shock love? He knows the origin story of it. This is like a movie, like a superhero story. Kikuo Ibe dropped his beloved watch. Who knows what it was? Was it a Grand Seiko? I don't know. And he was crushed, and out of those tears came the indestructible G-Shock. I love it. I love it. So I'd like to teach the world the G-Shock. G-Shock, man, it's a mood, it's a vibe, it's a lifestyle, it's a verb. And I didn't know any of this. I was woefully ignorant. I'm glad I made yesterday's video for any other reason, just that you guys schooled me, man, on what the G-Shock means philosophically. And by the way, I don't know anything about the G-Shock company. Obviously, they're doing a great job. They should hire you as their reps. You guys are the ambassadors. I'm just some dude trying to figure out the modules. And so, am I going to get that frog, man? I don't know. What I'm selling my penguin monster. It's a great someone asked me, why are you selling it, man? It's a great watch. It is a great watch. I just don't have time to wear it. I don't know. I'm selling it. I got enough mechanicals. Maybe I'll get that frog, man. And I'll update you on my ability to master the modules. All right. Tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, I'm out.